Hey everyone, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Black Mirror Season 3. We've got 6 new episodes of Black Mirror coming to Netflix on October 21st. I'm not going to go into full spoilers here, so you don't have to worry about me ruining story elements, but this is a lot of Black Mirror to get at once. I love this show. We're getting 6 episodes. If you consider the fact that there have only been 7 episodes previous to this, this is almost half of the entire Black Mirror catalog, so it's a lot to take in at once. And like the previous 7 episodes, and it's the nature of the anthology beast, some are outstanding episodes that really sit with you and resonate, and some are good but maybe just don't land quite as well as others. So there's some exemplary ones, and then there's some less than ones. I will say that I love this show because you never know what you're going to get. I mean, a good bet is that it's going to be twisted and sort of terrible and disturbing, and it's going to make, darken your outlook about our future as humans and how we interact with technology. But other than that, tonally, you don't know what you're going to get. Is it going to really shatter your soul? Is it going to be a little lighter than that? Is it going to be horror? Is it going to be thriller? And there's going to be some famous faces, maybe some less known faces. It's a discovery process for the viewer, and I really like that because we're going to enter a new world each episode, and with new tech and new obsessions and so forth. The strongest episode this season out of these 6 is called San Junipero. It stars Gugu Mbatha-Raw and Mackenzie Davis, and actually it's the most hopeful episode of Black Mirror to date, I would say, going back to the beginning. It doesn't mean that there's not pain and there's not drama, but it's a love story ultimately. It's about a mysterious Pacific Coast town called San Junipero, and it's kind of stuck in the 80s, and you'll hear a lot of 80s music, see a lot of 80s things, and you're going to wonder why these people are visiting and what it's all about, and it's an excellent, excellent episode. Other than that, the strong episodes are Nosedive, which stars Bryce Dallas Howard, who was written by Charlie Brooker, co-written by Parks and Rec's Michael Schur and Rashida Jones. And it's not as heavy as some of the other episodes, but it does sort of have a scarily accurate insight into our obsession about how we appear online, because Bryce Dallas Howard's character lives in this future, this exhausting future in which every interaction is given a score online, and depending on your score, it sort of affects how you can exist within society. Then you get into some really heavy stuff with Playtest, which stars Wyatt Russell, which is more of a horror entry because he's testing out a VR horror game, and then one that might really sit with you a lot longer than the rest, which is called Shut Up and Dance, because of the fact that it's not 5 minutes into the future, it's not way in the future, it's right now. It's something that you feel like a story that could happen right now. It's about a teenager who gets filmed online, and then he's blackmailed by these mysterious text messages, and it really will shake you. It's really probably the grimmest entry of these 6 episodes to date. And then we kind of wrap up with Men Against Fire and Hated in the Nation, both good episodes, but maybe they're not quite as good as the rest. In fact, Hated in the Nation plays the most like a regular sort of thriller feature film. It's the longest, it's feature film length, and it's something you feel, the beats are more traditional is what I'm saying. The messaging is Black Mirror, but the way it's executed is more traditional in a movie sense. And so in that respect, it might be the most atypical episode so far. But it's all very good. These new 6 episodes are excellent. I recommend them. You could read my written review on IGN.com, and stay tuned to IGN for all things Black Mirror.